My name is Sienna. I just turned 16 back in February, and it is actually midnight. It is March 19th now, and so yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm excited, and I hope I can get my other friends involved. You might be wondering why I'm sitting in the barn with a ukulele at midnight. I decided to come get fresh air and clear my head and write a song because that's what I feel. So I think it's finally about time I start Journey. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but a lot of crazy stuff has been happening and disrupting it, but I think now is a good time to start. I've had a lot of baggage lately that I thought I'd let go of, and I just really wasn't. I was still holding on to it, and I didn't even realize it until today, where I got a message and I realized it really is over. So I'm crushed, but I also feel a little free because I'm not tied to the situation anymore. So now I think it's time I start Journey.
You can't know up till you've been down. You can't take off tied to the ground. Live days scared of the night, and if it's dark don't mean there's no light. But in the silence we can make a sound. Everyone wants, everyone needs, looking for something to believe. When we get close, everyone knows, feels like we're going home. Everyone wants, everyone dreams, in the end love is all we need. When we get close, everyone knows, feels like we're going home.
Okay, episode 1. This is really awkward. I don't know where to start. Hi, Milo. Well, I guess an introduction would do. My name's Sienna. I'm 16. Jesus comes first. Hi, Arlo. Hi. My favorite color is blue. Arlo, this is my cat. I'm a dancer. I also play piano. I love music. I write songs. I love to write in general. I love to journal, obviously. That's what this whole thing is about. I play a ukulele. I sing, but I'm shy. I ride horses. I live on a farm. I didn't think this was going to be as hard as it is. I like bread. I don't know. I have a not so common condition called misophonia. It is a sensory processing disorder. Living life with it is tough, but I'm getting through it. Some of you are probably wondering why I'm doing this or what this even is. I guess I've always loved writing, recording things, journaling them down. Keeping those memories was always important for me. Arlo, what am I gonna do with you? My grandma is actually the one who got me into journaling again, because I went through a period of time where I just stopped, and then she kept telling me, oh, you should be journaling all this stuff that you do on the farm. My family and I run a youth ranch ministry in Idaho. Arlo. My family and I run a youth ranch ministry in Idaho called Rising Light Farm, and we use the horses to connect with kids. And oh my gosh, I'm trying to record, buddy. We use the horses to connect with kids and at-risk youth. And then we have a youth group here on Fridays and church service here on Sundays. It's awesome. I love it. So if you're wondering why I'm doing this new thing called Journey, I really don't have an answer for that yet. It's actually something that I've wanted to do for a long time. Like since I was little, I always imagined doing something like this. Now I finally started doing it and I'm excited, but this is really awkward. I don't know, hopefully I can get used to this. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But I think that's it for my introduction, so I guess we'll see how this goes. Here we go.
Start over, Finn.
There once was a special place where Sienna could go and emancipate the cruelty and the brutality of Shayla. Oh. Yes, this place was real and it's totally not blown up. Levi.
What?
Bye, loving. Goodbye, Levi. Goodbye, Levi. Goodbye, Levi. Goodbye, Levi.
Did you see what's in my hand, Lord?
Amen.
So I'm here trying to record, and there's just random fireworks going off because that's what it's like here in Idaho. Fireworks just going off, and it's, what is it? It's March. Yeah. Fireworks. I'm cool with it. Happy birthday or whatever's going on over there. Not only that as an interruption, but every springtime here we get thousands of snow geese. Like, it's insane.
So this is Marston. It's a small little town in Idaho. Like you drive for a minute down Main Street and it's gone. It's very small, it's mostly farmland, and pretty much everybody knows each other. The weather here is almost unpredictable. We get amazing clouds, random dust devils, and windstorms, but you can always expect an amazing sunset at the end of the day.
No, you put my... Yeah. Hello?
Alright, the first...
Oh no!
Alright, what is your name?
Clara.
How old are you, Clara?
I'm almost 11.
And how do you know me? Who am I to you?
So basically, my parents split up and then we moved here. And then I just came over here. Well, I can't, both of us can't remember.
Yeah, we can't remember like when we actually started talking to each other. It's kind of weird.
And then like the first month, I only hanged out with 2 other girls, Brandy and Kenzie. And then I came over here and then like we started talking. And now she's my mom/sister.
It's a complicated story.
Very complicated. Anna?
Yeah.
Why?
I accidentally did the rest of that introduction on slow motion. Okay. I'm gonna have to redo the rest of that introduction. Since last week. Oh my gosh, it's stuck in my head. Alright, where were we? In that introduction before I accidentally hit the slow-mo.
Wait, we're in the awkward part.
Oh yeah, it is really awkward. This is awkward, see?
You should have thought of the questions before you interviewed me.
I probably should have. Just, what's your favorite color?
Yellow.
How do you think the show is gonna turn out?
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna be in every episode.
I'm scared.
Because I'm gonna photobomb you and be like, well, you in the barn at midnight playing the ukulele.
Yes, that's definitely a daily thing. I definitely do that every night. What do you want the people watching this show to know about you?
My life isn't very interesting, so I don't have anything.
It's gonna get more interesting. We're weird.
Hey, if you're not weird, then you're weird.
Yes, that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just get on weird conversations. Don't
Yeah, we do. This is gonna be a very interesting show. Is that it for this introduction?
I don't know. Is it? Is it?
I'm assuming it is.
Okay.
This was awkward.
Just like.
So far, working on this episode has been kind of strange, a little awkward. I'm not really used to doing things like this. I mean, this is something I've planned for a long time, but now that I'm actually doing it, I don't know, it's different, you know? Oh, it's really nice outside. Wait, maybe I should put shoes on. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like this first episode's gonna be kind of boring, because, I don't know, it's just the beginning. But... and it's mainly introductions, but, yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing anymore. This has gotten so awkward. I'm learning still, and I don't even know who's gonna be watching this, but I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think of it. Okay, oh my gosh, it is so nice outside. So these are all the kids that live here on the neighborhood. My 2 younger brothers and the neighbors and the neighbors and the neighbors' neighbors. So I'm a control freak, and if you didn't know, control freaks have a lot of trouble letting go of things. Surprise, right? Yeah, well, that's the story of my life. When I was little, like 4 or 5, my family and I went on a camping trip. And we were setting up the tents, and I see this butterfly. It was a swallowtail butterfly. They're yellow with like black markings, and I saw it and I really wanted to catch it, like obsessively. And I tried and it flew away and I couldn't see it anymore. And I cried. And I cried a lot over this butterfly. And I wouldn't let it go. And so I remember sitting down with my stepdad, and he was telling me that sometimes God just wants us to let go of something, and if we let go, he'll either give it back to us or he'll give us something much better in return. So I calmed down and I moved on. We continued putting up the tents, and a little bit later I went back to our tent, me and my sisters, and I go inside, and mind this, the tent was completely zipped up. There was no in or out way. And I go in, and the butterfly is inside the tent. And immediately I knew it was God. I remember just jumping for joy and just getting all excited, and my parents came in and my stepdad lifted me up to catch the butterfly, and I caught it and I brought it outside and let it go. And that moment has stuck with me for the rest of my life. It's been, 10 years now, 11? And I feel like that's something that I still repeat all the time. just not with a butterfly. It could be simple things like that, or deeper things, or even a person. But I'm really thankful for that moment, because now whenever I'm going back down that road of holding on to something when I should be letting it go, God reminds me of the butterfly. So, I talked to my parents and I'm going to prom at Greenleaf. This is going to be very interesting. So I went to the school last Friday and I haven't been there in a couple months. You will find out why later this episode towards the end. I had stopped going and I went there last Friday to pick up some stuff from my locker. And I was actually kind of surprised. I didn't go intending on like seeing anyone. I was going to go straight to the office, sign out, get my stuff and leave, but almost everyone happened to be in the lobby, and so they saw me, and oh my gosh, their reactions made me like miss everyone even more. Some people screamed joyful screams, not scary screams. Some people cried. Some people hugged me. One kid ran out of the room. My gosh, I didn't realize how much I missed everyone and that school in general until I went there. And I didn't want to leave once I got there. I was a little shaky though, because there was somebody that I was afraid to see. Luckily, I did not see him, so I'm thankful for that. But I don't know, I think I want to go back next year. But they invited me to prom, so I'm going to do that. And I'm actually excited. The person I've been avoiding, he's not going to be there, hopefully. So yeah, it's all good. I got my dress. I am really excited. I'm a little nervous though. I even wrote a song about how nervous I am. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. So I'm excited to go. I guess I'll let you know what happens. I mean, it should be fine. I went to homecoming. For those of you who don't know, I've been homeschooled since the 4th grade, and so this year was my first year back at a school, and so it was kind of scary, but I really like it. I love it there. Most of the people there are really nice and really caring. And the teachers there are awesome. So yeah, I'm excited to go to prom, so we'll see how that goes. So I left my school, Greenleaf Friends Academy, due to some emotional hurt I was battling with. Feelings of betrayal, a broken heart, all that good stuff. Which again, I will talk more about later. You see, growing up, I've had this habit of running away. And not like physically running away from home, but running away from my problems and emotional pain. Whether it was something as simple as schoolwork or something deeper, like the battle I faced at Greenleaf, which led me to running away or leaving the school. It really isn't a good thing, and I believe that God is really using this recent battle to break me of this habit. It just has taken me a while to accept it, and that's human, isn't it? Do you ever just want to hold on to that hurt? Does it ever get comfortable? Because it has for me. It has for me. Okay, so what song are we singing? Call them. Set a Fire by. It's a worship song. I don't know who originally wrote it though. A lot of people sing it. It's so quiet out here.
Okay, Mother dearest is here. Goodbye.
Goodbye. For those of you who were wondering what it was that I was talking about in the very first scene of this episode, I had mentioned that I received a message that night that proved that something was over for me. Okay. I'm not going to give full details, and I'm definitely not going to say names because that would not be right. But I will tell you this. I met somebody several months ago, and I was positive that this was the guy God had for me. I really believed he cared about me, and I don't know, maybe he did, but to be honest, I don't think he truthfully did. At least not in the way that God intended it to be. Long story short, he gave up on me, and I cannot tell you how much that hurt. But he wasn't God's plan for me, so there has to be something better, at least something better for me, and I know now too that I wasn't ready. So you know what? Thank God that he pulled me out of that situation. Because, imagine trying to force something that's out of God's will. I mean, imagine fighting to be with someone who isn't going to be your future spouse. You know what I mean? Now, being aware of this does not make it hurt any less. It still hurts. The part that sucks is that I can still picture it all. The memories won't leave my head. I mean, could you blame me? So far, I think those were the best 4 months of my life.